The
I know
people
that
that
amount
get
of
like
stupid
Joe Rogan
tattoos.
tattoos on them. That's fucking insane.
What did you say?
People that
His
tattooed
face.
Joe Rogan's face on their
That's
body.
crazy.
That's so crazy. Even if you're the biggest Joe Rogan fan in the world,
There's no
and
reason.
you're obsessed with
I don't
Joe
get it.
Rogan, there's nothing aesthetically pleasing about his fucking big melon head on your
No.
body. There's nothing about that looks good.
If you get his face, you also have to get his fanny pack. Everything you need, you're gonna rock your body right.
You know,
That's a good tune.
it's gross how gross your phone gets when it's in your pocket.
That's a weird thing. Anytime I leave the house and come back, I clean my phone.
Do you really? With like a wet wipe?
Correct.
Oh, such a smart
I'm not
idea.
like that with I don't think I'm a germaphobe, but the phone skeeves me out.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, my phone doesn't touch anybody else. It's just dirty.
Just your fingers that touch like doors and stuff. And then you go into your bed.
All right.
That one, you'll think about that tonight before you close your eyes.
Ugh, I hate germs. Everybody's walking around with the sniffles now because it changes seasons.
You guys ever had Trace Leches cakes?
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
like it.
I don't think I eat anything that's traced with anything. No, I've never had.
Because it's kind of like
Race
flan.
leche.
What do you mean, like caramel?
Yeah, it's big in the DR. My wife loves that shit. My kids, I think they kind of like it too. I don't. It's like wet. But
Yeah.
there's different kinds. Like I don't like the wet,
Yeah.
the wet one.
I like it wet and cold.
Interesting. It's gross.
The wet with the cold?
Yeah, the wet with the
The
cold.
warm with the hot.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. Do you like tiramisu?
I do.
I never really go for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of out on
My
that.
go-to desserts are like, I don't know.
Is tiramisu the thing that they put on all four corners of the plate? Is that
What?
No.
No?
What?
I don't know. I remember people I thought it was tiramisu, and it was like, it's in each corner of the plate. There's like different flavors or something.
What?
I don't get dessert often. I look at it, somebody hands
I don't
me
even
a
know what to
spoon.
Google to look that up.
No, don't Google anything. It's probably wrong.
Four corners tiramisu.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
I just thought that's what it was. I don't really know what tiramisu is.
It's like a coffee custard dessert kind of thing.
Is it a cake?
I don't like
tastes
the
like
powder
espresso
on
flavor.
the top.
Yeah, it's like it's coffee. Yeah, it's
Pudding-ish. Cream.
Oh, it's one flavor all the time.
No, it's layers.
No, but
Isn't
he
it?
means that there's not like different varieties of it.
I'm sure
Oh,
somebody makes
correct.
some fucking weird tiramisu somewhere out
Right.
there. I'm sure there's like restaurants that do like fucking rainbow tiramisu and shit.
Gotcha.
But like I think generally speaking, it's one thing.
Okay.
I
Rainbow
like it though.
cookies.
I'll go through phases to where I'd like to have that.
I like banana-flavored
Dabble.
desserts.
All right.
What
Like
about
banana cream pie?
Magnolia Bakery?
Yes. The pudding?
That's
Banana pudding is nice.
Ooh, with the vanilla wafers?
Vanilla wafers, banana pudding, my wife makes that from time to time. Very, very good.
I've never had a banana split in my life.
I
that
don't
weird?
think that's a big thing.
No?
I mean, it's an old school thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sundae, like a 3-scoop giant sundae with the banana split in half and like
You
boating
think
them.
that was
That's
like the
cute.
first Sunday? The banana split?
I don't think so.
Might be.
Could be.
Could be.
Hot
I
fudge
mean,
sundae?
in a wager, I would say that there's definitely there's a level of probability there.
What was the first ice cream
Welcome
flavor, you
back.
think? Chocolate? Vanilla?
Vanilla.
I think vanilla probably.
Then Neapolitan came around.
Remember that?
Yeah,
Fucking when you were a
Nobody
kid?
wants strawberry.
The 3-layer one?
The strawberry was always the last one.
I would eat the vanilla. Like when you get the pie, what is it? What were those called? Half gallons.
Yeah.
Remember? And then it was it was like the Breyers. It was the 3 layers. I'd
Yeah.
eat the chocolate and the vanilla and leave the strawberry one for my brother.
What's interesting about that is that like that for a very long time made me think that I didn't like strawberry until I had Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream, and Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream was fucking amazing. But like,
Strawberry ice cream is pretty good.
but not like the Breyers, like the 3-in-1. Never really. I don't really like that.
you
If
don't
you
want
had,
your strawberry with anything else.
No, it's just like I feel like you got to have a little bit of higher level of quality. Like those were kind of like the fucking,
Are you dogging Breyer's ice cream?
Yeah, I kind of think Breyers.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean Haagen-Dazs. I kind of feel is like base level.
Yeah, it's like $13 for a pint.
It tastes so much better. I think. I think there's a substantial difference in the taste and quality from Haagen-Dazs to fucking Breyers or like Turkey Hill.
When it comes time to like eat sweets and desserts, I don't fucking care.
No?
I was going to agree.
It could be, Walmart brand.
Yeah.
I give a
Turkey
shit.
Hill is what you
Great
use like
value.
if you're going to put it like on apple pie. But if you want to go ice cream by itself, you got to do real ice cream.
I guess.
I don't discriminate with ice cream.
I eat the Aldi brand.
Aldi. You ever like think about how many doors of ice cream there are in the supermarket now?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's like the most, like that's grown the most.
A lot of bars, too. Who's eating these bars?
Mm.
Like the Crunch
I
bars?
personally wouldn't do that.
No.
Not
I
too
love
long ago, I
pints,
had like
though.
an emotional moment and I did like a fucking whole fucking half of a fucking pint. Like I just fucking sitting
Wait,
there right
you
in the kitchen.
did a full
Like-
pint or
like-
you did half of a pint?
I did half, but standing up in the kitchen, like not even
I've
thinking
eaten a
about it.
pint many a times.
Yeah,
What are
I've
you
eaten
talking
a pint while taking a shit.
I can eat
buying-
a pint every night.
If I'm buying a Ben and Jerry's, I'm eating the whole thing. I'm not saving it.
I don't do that. That's crazy.
Okay.
I mean, like, have I done it?
Yourself.
Absolutely. Have I done it? Of
Right.
course. But I mean, now as an adult, that's a pretty fucking, that's heavy duty.
Ben
So-
and Jerry's slaps in the pint game. They're the best.
Sometimes leaving here instead of just getting 2 Voodoo Rangers for the drive home, I just get a half gallon, half of a,
No, but you know what though? I feel like there's a truth to that. Like that's like, it's another vice. That'll fucking, you know what I mean? That'll
Oh
get,
yeah.
that'll-
I feel like Ben and Jerry's went too far though. There's a lot of shit in their ice cream.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of different things like there's-
fish food.
Yeah, fish food. There's gummies. There's this. There's that. I don't like that many activities in my ice cream.
I'm a Haagen-Dazs guy, man.
I want all the activities. I don't want just a plain flavor. I want like things mixed in, things on top.
Moose tracks.
Moose Tracks
hell
is
yeah.
nice.
You like a crunch. You like a gummy. Like I couldn't imagine eating a gummy.
Sprinkles.
My favorite
I don't
is
like
mint
sprinkles.
cookies and cream. That's
No,
fucking.
that means you don't like ice cream. I mean, it's like
No, I'm definitely not a frequent ice cream guy.
Mint, the flavor of mint from an ice cream standpoint, though, is just something about it is so nice because it's like even colder. Like the mint
Yes.
makes it feel even colder.
Mint's by far my favorite flavor, which is weird because
Gets me
most of my
excited.
life
gets me
I've
excited.
never liked it.
Love ice
Until
cream.
one day I was in
Every
Penn
single
Station,
night.
I was wasted, and for some reason, I was in Penn Station wasted, and I went and got ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Me neither. I don't think
That's crazy.
it's not a thing to do when you're wasted. But for some reason, I was whacked, and I was in Penn Station, and I went to I think it was like the Haagen-Dazs store or something like that, and fucking got mint chocolate chip, and I was like, "What is this?"
I'll tell you.
This is from the gods.
I went to Penn this weekend. It is gorgeous. there.
Brand new. It's different.
Jeez Louise.
Completely different.
So different.
Did you go to Rose's Pizza?
Raise it to get a beer.
Did you
I
see the
didn't- I
hot
didn't get
girls
the
dancing?
pizza. They weren't hot.
All right, when I was
And they
there,
weren't really, it was like
Mm-hmm.
11 o'clock. They weren't dancing or anything, but I saw the situation that
Saw
was
the
going on
situation.
there.
when I was there, they were hot and they were dancing.
Big thing was raising those
Interesting.
ceilings. You don't feel like you're in a box anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pizza's not that good though.
I didn't get it.
How was your show, Kurt?
It was great. It was really, really funny. I've seen it before. I went to the Paramount one. Jen missed it because somebody was sick or something. So I really just went for her. But it was a little bit different.
What are you talking about? Schultz?
Schultz, yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. It was funny. He's good.
I like him.
Full control over 20,000 people. Couple people here and there. The worst thing was the guy sitting next to me. He
Definitely
was
not 20,000 people. Isn't it? Is that how
18,
many people?
I think. Oh, that would be a full arena. That would be a full arena, 18, 19,000. But the back was cut out. But the guy next to me was 400 pounds, and he got 2 hot dogs. And the stink of these hot dogs, dude. I don't know. I can't see eating hot dogs at a comedy
You're
show.
so old. He's such an old man.
The stink of these hot dogs.
so stinky with his hot dogs.
I'm telling you right
I mean,
now,
if you
Jesse,
if he was farting all over you, then maybe that's a thing.
not
but,
much
like,
of a difference with a hot. I love hot. I'll eat a hot dog almost any day of the week. They stunk. They were one of those like, one
But
of
how
these-
long do they fucking
With the
stink
nipples
for?
on the end? Or like the big
No,
ones?
no nipples on the like the big
Like
ones.
the girthy ones?
Girthy,
Yeah.
real girthy, real girthy. But it was good. I don't know why they have TVs in your row either.
For like when it's sports.
To watch other sports
Yeah.
or to watch the one that you're watching.
Both.
I don't want to do that. I want to watch live. That's what you paid the tickets for.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, you're watching the screen of the place anyway.
Sometimes.
That garden's hopping lately.
Yo, it's clean.
There's a lot
They
of
don't
shit
even-
going on there.
You buy your own beer, like you have to go to the door, get your beer, put it down on the thing, it scans, and then the guy just opens it for you.
But there's a lot of I mean, I don't
Weird.
know how much you were outside. Like, you probably didn't go outside, right? You weren't really on the street.
We went down to Mustang Harry's. I don't know why it's not Mustang Sally's, but we went
Mustang
down to like a restaurant like 2 blocks away.
There's a lot of fucking crazy homeless people out doing crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
it wasn't that bad. It was a nice night, but it wasn't that bad out there. There wasn't a lot of people in front of Madison Square Garden. But I mean, it just as soon as we got in there and we started walking, I was like, this feels like the same when I worked in here. Felt kind of the same.
We had a crazy guy. He had like a pair of shears, like like those like thick scissors.
Yeah, it's safe.
And was like this sculpture that was like you could kind of see into it, like it's kind of like a mirror. And so he's standing there. He's got no shirt on, and he's fucking shaving his face with the shears. And my son like walks by him, and he turns around. He starts fucking screaming at my son.
Really?
And like,
God.
and it was such a weird moment because it was like he started to move towards my son, and then like I like started to go like into autopilot, like I'm gonna have to kill this homeless man, and he has these scissors in his hand, and this could get really bad and bloody, and
Yeah.
and I'm going towards him, not 100% sure what's gonna happen and what I'm gonna do, and then my son like instinctually was just like fuck this guy, and like kept walking. So like I turned and then followed my son.
Right.
And the guy was like walking after us for a few blocks, like a little bit, like walking behind
It's
us.
kind of weird.
And it was a real moment. It was a real moment to where and I was like I was in fucking kill mode, but I'm with my entire family and my 2 young boys, and I'm like, all right, like I don't know what to do. Like I don't like there's like half of me wants to play this cool and be like, there's nothing wrong, we're okay, just keep going. The other half of me wants to go end this man's life and fucking splatter his blood all over the street.
Wow.
And
Really go one way or the other with
but we made it.
Mental health.
no diffusing the situation with Jesse.
No, but I mean, it's like he and I were closer to each other than you and I are right now.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old son, and he's got a fucking stabbing device
I get
in
it.
his hand, waving it at my son and yelling at my son. There's no time to
Yeah,
fucking.
no, that's
you know what I
weird.
mean? That was like a split second, like the universe and the grace of God and the gods and everybody.
My brother
they
got
were
a-
on my side that day, but it could have got went
My
bad.
brother got a punch thrown at him like 3 weeks ago by somebody on the street. He like fake like jumped
Yeah.
at him and then like threw a punch like over his head.
Wild.
Missed them.
Missed him. He said it was a terribly thrown punch, but it was weird. And I think he was just with his son.
Maybe it was the same guy. Imagine that.
Maybe it was the same guy.
Imagine.
Maybe they're picking on people with kids. Who
Was his
knows?
name Max?
They were punching women in the face for a little while that were looking at their phone.
Imagine, like I fucking, and in a situation like that, like if I would have beat that guy down, they probably would have put me in jail for sure.
Probably, but you'd get out. It'd be fine.
Eventually.
Nobody stays in there anymore.
Yeah, that's cash bail.
Jesse would like build a business in there.
Selling cigarettes.
He'd be asking me. I was going to say for Lucy's. He'd be asking
Maybe
me.
like
Or-
scamming people somehow. I have no idea.
Giving it quick.
Yeah.
I wonder what his method would be. You
Backhand.
think he'd be crying while he did
Backhand
it?
for sure.
No,
Or he'd be like,
I
"All
broke
business."
a conjugal visits.
All right, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this.
Just don't look me in the eye.
Yeah, don't look me in the eye. Tell me when you're going to squeak.
I'm not doing the conjugal visits.
That's what we were insinuating.
Yeah, you got to make people
I'm gonna
happy.
find a way to sneak him in or something, you know?
Yeah, sneak it in.
You
Sneak
think they can do that anymore? You think that's still going
conjugal
on?
visits?
I think my
If you're
brother.
incarcerated, they scheduled.
Do they?
my-
so.
You'd be amazed at what they let these people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got iPads. They're fucking melting down postcards, with fucking drugs on them and shit.
You think there are any fucking threesome conjugal visits where 2 people go into the room?
I think what happens is that, like, you have, I don't know the details behind it, but, like, what do you call it? Like, civilians. Like, my brother will say, like, civilians, but he means the people that work there. You know, like, whether they work in, like, the cafeteria or they're, like, teachers and shit.
They're visiting the prisoners?
No, a lot of times that's what you get.
Prisoners are fucking the guards
Yes.
and shit. Yeah,
Not the
totally.
guards. Not the guards. More
The
like
workers.
the other people that work there.
I know I work down the block. Isn't there a prison in the Bronx? Like by
Probably.
Hunts Point?
I don't know.
I think there is. I don't know if that's exactly where I was working or I was working somewhere else. But I was working at a spot for a while, and right around lunchtime, people would be up and down dead end street all the time. I know it was for visits and stuff, but it was interesting to see how populated the area was.
There's a prison?
But
yeah, I'm trying to think if
prison's
I
like
was
the big dogs, isn't it? That's like the pedophiles and the murderers
Where?
at a prison.
Like prison versus jail, you mean?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what it was.
Jail is like local. It's
Penitentiaries.
like local. You know what I mean? Like every town's got a jail. But like if you're sentenced and put away, you go to prison.
Yeah,
For the most part.
Yeah, and people
Right.
are still like going and doing weird shit with those people.
I mean, they got nothing else to do.
Ugh.
No, it's a part of the.
I guess like the Ted Bundys of the world.
Yeah, people love
If you look good,
prisoners.
anyone will.
there's a.
They know where they are all
You know
the
about
time.
mug shorties?
What's mug shorty?
I know about mug shorties.
What's a
I
mug
I haven't
shorty?
really
God.
saw a really, really good looking one
Are
yet.
you kidding me?
Swear to God. They've been okay.
What's a mug shorty?
It's an Instagram account where it's all like,
Chicks with hot mug shots?
yeah.
Mhm.
And then you look in the comments, and the comments are like hysterical.
Really?
I gotta hit a comment. Keep talking.
It is
The
really
way if
fun.
I had to take a mugshot, I'd be hysterically crying.
Yes, you definitely
Well,
would be crying.
I got a mug shot somewhere fucking blasted out of my face. Like I want to see that.
I only got
That'd
one
be
in,
so sick.
I
Where
only
can we
got
get
one in
that?
college. I was like, you taking my picture in college? I'm like, this is weird.
No, I got a DWI mug shot and I was fucking like flammable. That was
Oh,
like
you
I
probably
was-
had that face on that like you can't even talk
Oh
to you.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I think you could
See, like
you could
that?
get that.
Oh, she's kind of hot.
First
Mug
one.
shorties engaging in prostitution. Then the pictures like, the pictures are like, we need to support independent business owners in this country. Hooker, more like a looker. Am I right?
Wait, but how are they hookers?
And then it's like, what street?
I'm confused.
No, there's all kinds of.
They're all
like,
different ones.
ones. Like this one. Oh my God, she's beautiful. Driving on a suspended license, and then it's like, I'll drive you around, girl. Stop it. Licenses are a
People are
social
funny.
construct.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the internet's fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
mug shorties. What a
Mug
great
shorties.
concept.
It's a
Yeah.
great name.
Super super popular too.
Mug shorties? It's a New York account.
You
Has to
could
be.
definitely get
No?
your
I think it is.
mugshot.
Yeah.
You think so?
100%.
We should.
We should try and work on that. There's a way to
That'd
do
be
it.
hysterical.
Who what do you got? Like,
The
do you know
mugshot
any ways?
database.
I'm going to ask my detective brother-in-law and see how we start this process.
I
'cause
think
I'm
I'd probably,
pretty positive
you
can
know,
get it.
rather leave that behind, you know, in the past.
No, it'd be fun though. It'd be nice to
For
have.
you.
Be nice to frame.
Just to have. It'd be
But it
like Frank
wasn't like-
Sinatra. Everybody wanted Frank Sinatra's in their college dorm room,
True.
right?
Very true.
Now we want Jesse Viola's.
Maybe you get that as a tattoo instead of your heart.
There you go. Not getting my heart. I can't believe you guys shot that down so hard.
You should do it. Get a hug.
I'm not getting anything now. It's too late.
I had some things that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what they were.
Stupid tattoos are fun. I love people with dumb tattoos. There should be a website like that.
I'm sure there is.
Sure,
It's got to be.
Probably multiple ones.
What about
Yeah,
like
I
the
know a
people
good
that
amount of
get
people
like
with stupid
Joe Rogan
tattoos.
tattoos on them? Like that's fucking insane.
What did you say?
Like people that like
His
tattooed
face.
Joe Rogan's face on their
That's
body.
crazy.
That's
to
like
me.
so crazy. Like I don't like even if you're the biggest Joe Rogan fan in the world,
Yeah, there's no
and you're
reason.
obsessed with
I don't
Joe
get it.
Rogan, like there's nothing aesthetically pleasing about his fucking big melon head on your
No.
body. Like there's nothing about that looks good.
If you get his face, you also have to get his fanny pack.
And you know what else I think is weird too is like how he. I guess it's a weird position to be in. But like he always like reposts them.
He
Yeah,
did.
he does.
Does he still do it?
And he was for a long
He
time.
was for a
he
bit.
was for a long time. And I'm thinking to myself, well, now I'm questioning his sanity because, like,
I mean,
if
that is
I
some
was
honor.
him, I'd be like, you people are fucking insane. Why are you tattooing my face on you? But then I guess maybe he's trying to be a little bit more positive about it, and he's kind of like trying to fucking look at the bright side. But I think, gun to his head, he's sitting in this room, cameras are not on.
Thinks
and
it's
like,
weird.
It's like, tell me that's not the weirdest fucking thing in the world.
Yes.
He's got to be saying absolutely it is.
I agree.
without
I
a
agree.
doubt.
Has to be.
You ever think about how you say people's names backwards?
No.
Excuse me?
Like Nagor Eoj?
That's your name?
That's Joe Rogan.
That's something on the middle school bus.
Never said that in my life. I don't understand. that.
You've never tried to say
Hi,
your name
Naj.
backwards?
No.
No. How do you say mine?
I wouldn't even know
I'm
where
not
to
even going
start.
to try.
S-Edge?
Essage? Essage. I hate that. That's
Yours
like,
Look
is
how hard he's thinking.
yours is Iolive Essage.
Iolive Essage. That's like a name from 12th century England.
Megan's
That was like
right.
the first king of England's name.
That is a school bus
Schnatz
thing.
is a tough one to do backwards. I can't even attempt that.
No chance.
I'll fall out of the chair.
Turk.
Truck.
Truck? Is it truck? Yeah,
Truck.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Truck.
it's a good one.
Turk. Truck.
Sometimes you got to do things like that, just to like
Say
break
your
the
name backwards?
fucking
Lighten
break
it
the
up.
patterns. Break the patterns, break
Is
the
that,
tightness.
is that a weed water?
No,
No.
it's a weird blueberry Red Bull.
What kind of drugs are we going into the next 2 days with?
Ooh, what do you got going on the next 2 days?
With Slim?
Not a lot.
What do you think?
Got a couple love beans. Got a couple genius pills.
Gotta make a run.
But who knows what's gonna happen tonight?
Genius pills are the ones that make you hard?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
You're not trying hymns over there, Megan?
This fucking guy.
Hymns are all over my Instagram. I don't know why.
Because you're fucking 40. Because you're 44 years old and you shop at Costco.
Yeah, all those times.
It knows.
See, all those times you
Oh.
Google, why am I having such trouble getting a boner? You know what I mean?
No. It's so crazy. I can't stand when that happens.
You can't stand when you can't get a boner?
No, I can't stand when I
Oh.
get all those feeds for no reason.
Wait, but not for nothing. Like boner is a really good word.
Oh, I use
Boner's
it
a
all
great
the
word.
time.
Boner-
You know when
is a
the
great
kid's
word.
name from the TV show was Boner?
Bonus to bone.
No, it was
Yeah, from
like
Charles in Charge.
Bonus to Bone?
Bonus to bone. That was his name.
Oh, and they just called him Boner?
Yeah, it was his name.
Oh my god.
I didn't know that was his. I thought
Yeah. I didn't know
Boner
that
was
either.
just a nickname for some reason.
No, but that's a good name. It's a
Wild
good
name
word.
to use.
I use that word all the time.
You know what's cool about that word is it's like non-threatening. It's like not like it's not very.
It's a safe way to
It's-
talk about
it's-
a heart.
it's disarming.
Silly
Yeah.
word.
It's soft. You know what I mean? Not-
You could say that around
Wait.
women and children
Yeah.
comfortably.
But like, what would you say that in a silly goose context?
Like, you know-
Like, what's this guy sitting over there playing with his boner?
No, I wouldn't say it like that.
The guy, he works from home, so all he does is fucking play with his boner all day.
What, you guys are freezing like crazy over there.
You are too, miss.
That's good. I'm not. I don't
Don't
know.
worry about it.
Yeah, because like that, like there's just a comedy level to that word, and it's not like that word doesn't like bring you into the ew category. Like ew. No.
I like to like pair it with different things that you would eat and be like, oh yeah, I had that,
Gave me a boner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I also like to refer to people as boners. Oh, this guy's a real fucking boner.
Yeah.
But that means like stupid, right?
Yes.
What else would it mean?
Hmm.
I don't know. I just kind of find. I'm just thinking about it now. I find that that's weird. That
This guy's a real fucking erection.
Yeah, like
You know?
that. Like erection is
God.
creepy.
erection is creepy.
Erection is creepy, and it's like it's gross.
Stiffy?
Stiffy.
Woody?
Oh my god.
It's got some heavy wood.
Ugh. Gross.
It's grossed out by everything.
Oh man.
Sometimes you get boners.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every morning.
Good for you. It's just holding you pee.
Stuck in some fucking sticky stuff outside, and now I'm like stuck to the rug over
Don't put
here.
it on the rug.
I already did.
What are you drinking? What's that fun beverage now?
This is a liqueur.
It's a liqueezy.
I got 2 liqueurs and a muscle milk and a thing of water that I fucking poured myself this morning at 6 o'clock, and it's still completely full because I haven't taken one sip out of it
That's
yet.
4 drinks.
Okay, perfect.
That's a lot of
That's
drinks.
I gotta
drinks.
catch up.
That's pretty intense.
That just sparks me to drink some.
What color do you? Is this shirt gray or is it purple?
It's gray. Purple?
Yeah, because I was outside and like in the mirror outside, it looked purple.
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
All right,
Kurt
good.
knows gray.
No, when I went in, I went to get a gray shirt. I didn't go to get a purple shirt. It's
a nice shirt.
Thanks.
Welcome.
But
That's not purple at all.
it looked purple outside in the sun.
Are you colorblind?
It's like a sneaky purple. Maybe I'm colorblind. It wouldn't be surprised me. I just added to the fucking
I
list.
thought a lot of people in high. There was a lot of people in high school that'd be like, "I'm colorblind." I don't believe
I don't
them.
think I'm colorblind. No way.
How would you know?
You can't see. You, know,
Can't
you
see-
think
tell
the
the
shirt's
difference
purple?
between purple and
Yeah,
gray.
but how do you know? How do you know that that's what I think purple is? You know?
Oh, We do all have to agree.
Yeah, purple's just a word. You know?
All right, you go into Dunkin' Donuts. You get a dozen donuts. How are you mixing up that box? I think I'm going
Usually it's the
straight
kids.
blueberry now.
Blueberry's so
I'm not
good.
a donut guy. You like donuts that
I'm
much?
going at least 3 blueberry.
They're so relaxing.
Excuse me?
Like you eat a donut and there's like a euphoric thing that sits over.
Yeah, but you eat 2
No,
donuts?
donut for me.
No, just one.
Donut for me is instantaneous.
Poopy?
You're a fat pig. I'm eating a
You mean
donut.
as you say to yourself?
Like, yeah, I can't believe I'm eating a fucking donut.
You fat pig. What the fuck? How do you say
100%.
that?
We have a lot of like negative self-talk.
Seriously.
100%. I'm just being honest.
So you don't
I'm
eat-
a pro negative self-talk.
So you don't eat like, maybe like once a month?
Donut? No,
donut?
I never eat
Yeah.
No
donuts.
chance.
I do blueberry muffin here and there.
That's a fat pig.
I love a muffin.
No, that's like a breakfast. It's like a nice breakfast.
That's
thing.
healthy. A fucking
Didn't
dense.
say it was healthy.
Okay.
Didn't say it was healthy. It's super soft and delicious.
But that's very interesting that like one donut is
Yeah.
fat pig, but blueberry muffin is not.
Yeah, which is probably 4 times the amount
I know.
of
And you know
Base
when I-
level, it's the same.
when I started eating the muffin, right, when it was buy your coffee, get a muffin free at 7-Eleven, I was like, oh, blueberry muffin, that can't be that bad for you. All of a sudden, everybody just started saying how bad it was for me. I was like, that's terrible. I'm like, I can't eat muffins
It's probably like
anymore.
600 calories, fucking, and like 80% science.
but not every day. But I mean, you got to treat yourself like once
gotta treat
a
yourself.
week,
Absolutely.
once a month. What are you treating yourself with?
Well, I do the muffin thing probably once a month now. I treat myself with slices of pizza every fucking 2 days. I love pizza, especially now that I'm eating grilled chicken and salad every day of my life.
Yeah.
I like see a pizza place and I start flipping out.
Yeah, it's nice stuff.
And you probably appreciate it more.
Oh, I love it.
How
and
we-
I'm getting like the straight up plain slice. Give me a plain slice.
Yeah, I've done that
Love it.
for long periods of time. What about you, Megan? Like, how you treating yourself? That almond croissant?
I love a coffee and a pastry out on the weekend.
Just once.
A latte.
Just once a
What?
week?
Once, so you gotta do it once a week. It gets expensive.
And then you
too,
got all those mini
know?
fucking ice cream cones that you eat all night long? Just one?
One a night.
How many of those
You
mini
know what I
ice
mean?
cream
Hate
cones do you think
myself.
I could eat? How many come in a
You
box?
could eat the box. So could I. Definitely.
Do like a
There's
sleeve,
8
like
in there.
easy.
Definitely, like almost like the Girl Scout cookies.
100%. That's how those jams go down.
They're so good.
That's how those jams go down.
Man,
Like you have one, and the next thing you know, you fucking cracked out.
for her
on
to
fucking
do
mini ice cream
one a
cones.
night is amazing.
I think it's interplanetary. I think it's like not.
It's
This
crazy.
like fucking them. She might be from another fucking
true.
galaxy. Like I don't know how that's even possible.
How are you treating yourself? 4 or 5 chia puddings a day?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at treating myself. I kind of treat myself like shit, if I'm being honest.
I feel like he only eats when he really has to. That's why he makes so much noise.
I don't think that's true.
No, I fluctuate between extremes.
Why? What does he get?
I
What does he get that special? He
I
gets a
fluctuate. That's from like super like fucking on it to like highly debauched. Fucking drink a bottle of whiskey, smoke 3 cigars.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like the way he brought it up. Are you going to some place and like getting an ice cream cone?
A
like,
treat?
like a
A sweet
treat.
treat?
Like are you?
No, very rarely. I think it's more of like on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like they'll we'll have some kind of dessert like after dinner or some shit
What
like
do
that.
you do to pass time on the weekends?
Oof.
I gotta go watch him for one weekend or something. Like, is there a weekend where you have nothing planned on a Saturday?
What do you mean?
You wake up, somebody, you got to eat breakfast with the
No,
kids.
one of the biggest challenges of my life is being home doing nothing.
I know. That's why I want to know how many times that happens.
I am not good at it. I don't know how to do it.
So do you always have to go out somewhere on Saturday after breakfast? Like, I got to go to the store to get this.
No, I mean, like now the kids have shit like they're fucking like the soccer and
Right.
this fucking this. So that's we got to talk about that.
Oh, that's
We
right.
gotta
You were
talk
in
about that.
you were in a rainy soccer game, right?
Yeah. But no, I don't know. I mean, like I sit there and I like fucking try. I don't know. Try to walk the dogs.
Like when me and my wife have coffee in the morning, we're usually laying out a plan. A lot of it is for the kids, but there's usually, I got to get the garage clean. I got to rake the leaves. I got to do this. I got to bring them to dance. I got to do this.
My wife and I. It's funny. It's just we're like externally outside of the domestic fucking environment, like we're fucking people that get a lot of shit done and do a lot of shit. But like internally, but not so great at planning.
Okay, all right. So we fly by night.
I don't know.
That sounds right.
I wouldn't go out.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of where's Jesse? Where's Jesse?
No, I'm there. I'm not fucking. I don't disappear.
All right.
If I'm not here, I'm there.
True.
Forever.
Forever. If you're not here, you're there.
Wait, so you and your wife, you get up in the morning, you sit down. How long are you sitting there having coffee together, making plans for the day?
We're lucky if we could finish a cup of coffee.
Okay.
But we're drinking a cup of coffee saying, what do we got today?
Yeah, but how much of the plan are you making versus her telling
I'm
you what to
listening and
do?
agreeing and seeing what's
So she's got a
what I
plan.
can take care of.
She has a plan. She tells you what to do.
Well, I mean, listen, I coach soccer, so I got to tell her I got a soccer game at 1. You know, Jake's got a soccer game at 1. Lily's got dance. It's like I said, it's basically around the kids, and then what's the one thing that we need to clean up? Like, we got to get the garage clean. We got to switch their clothes from spring to, from winter to spring. Shit like that.
Well, like, how are you keeping track of your schedule? Like, you got it written down somewhere? Like,
Yeah, we got a calendar on the refrigerator.
nice, old school, like that.
Yeah, calendar on. We tried that. We tried the
Shared calendars.
shared calendars. Somebody wouldn't add something. You wouldn't look at it. Refrigerator, you could check it Friday night. What do we have tomorrow? We use it all the time.
Lindenhurst style,
I guess so.
like that.
Probably has a Lindenhurst magnet on it too.
National Little League.
But no, it's mostly already planned. I could tell you what I'm doing in 3 weeks if I go to my refrigerator.
That's like the life of having kids. Like everything,
Yeah.
there's like constantly.
especially 4.
I
mean,
know.
it's like,
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine that. But the being out like every weeknight with a sports thing, like that's and now the weekend games.
there's a practice. Almost every Wednesday is our only day that we don't have anything.
Bro, let me tell you, on Sunday, 2 days ago,
It's great. Soccer in the rain
I
is
was
great.
contemplating the meaning of life.
Oh my god!
I was like, are these people suffering from like lack of intelligence? Why are they gonna make 8 and 9-year-olds fucking
'Cause it's
play
fun.
in the fucking cold? Why are they not canceling this? Like, in my
Builds
mind,
character.
in my mind,
does.
listen, I never played soccer in the rain. I got a ton of character. I didn't understand it, but you know what though? I soldiered. And like we were completely like unprepared too. Like we went out there like had no like
Where were you at Shore? Oh no,
No, it's in East
Because you
Medicine.
didn't have a plan. You didn't have coffee that morning. Make a plan.
no plan.
See,
Didn't even know what the weather
we
was.
should bring the umbrella. What's
Exactly.
the weather gonna
No,
be?
yeah, no
Check the
plan.
calendar.
No umbrella. In a moment of like I gotta solve this problem because we're all gonna melt down and die. Like I had my other son with me.
It's always the extreme.
Why don't you just sit in the car?
Yeah, but they sit in the car and then the kid's not gonna see me watch him play. There's
Right.
no chance. If he's gonna stand in the rain, I'm gonna stand in the rain. That's I knew that. I knew going into it that was my fate. But I kicked and screamed the whole way in my mind.
You got to definitely get gear.
So I run to CVS, $50 on fucking umbrellas. I'm like, what the fuck? They're probably gonna break in like 15 minutes. And I'm sitting there in like this little pack up chair that we have, and I'm like, I got the fucking umbrella, and it's cold,
great.
and like I think they didn't lose, but it was a tie.
Oh, so nobody even
Nobody
I didn't
won.
even win. They do
Nobody
get a
won.
point, though.
My kid had like 6.5 minutes of playtime. You know what I mean? Because he's new. He's not really. You know
That's
what I mean?
it?
He's brand new. You know what I mean?
That's not a lot of playing
Huh?
time.
It's not a lot of playing
I
time.
would have went in the car. I would have went.
Yeah, I'll come out when you're playing. Don't put him in.
Don't put it in.
Yeah, so that was an experience. That was
like-
nothing I've ever experienced before.
Hey, Mr. Coach, I got a 50 spot if you don't put him in. You know?
Yeah,
good, though.
interesting stuff.
And you can have my umbrellas after the game's over.
Is he smiling while he plays, or is
No,
it?
but you know what though? Like the silver lining to this whole story is that the whole time the kid was dancing and jumping and didn't have one level of like I hate this or
Nice.
I'm mad or anything like.
I mean, make sure he's not dancing on the field. but
and he
yeah.
wanted to, and he wanted a Slurpee. He stayed in the freezing rain for an hour and a half, and he
then
wanted a
wants a
Slurpee.
Slurpee.
I was like, you know what, Slurpee? You're gonna get a Slurpee.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I love the rain. That's when I tell him to get dirty. It's time to get dirty. It's great. I love it.
Not for me.
Pass.
I'm so happy that he's
That's cute.
athletic at least. That's all.
And it's just
that's
gonna
all I care
continue.
about.
Your son?
Yeah. Well, they pretty much all are, besides my third daughter, but she tries at soccer. She's tough to watch.
So you think you're in it now for the long haul? High
No.
school? Like they're going to be into it, or are they going
I
to
have
like
no idea.
start shopping at Hot Topic and painting their fingernails?
I
Like, which way are we going?
I
with
have
these
no
kids?
idea. Honestly, they change with the wind. I have no idea. I'm just happy right now that he's athletic. He's able to catch a ball, kick a ball. He's able to play a game. That's what I'm happy about. It's enjoyment to see that.
You gotta let him try everything at that age. I feel.
Yeah,
like.
definitely.
Fine with sticks.
I agree with that.
My thing is like you choose something, you got to see it through to whatever the end of the thing is.
Absolutely.
You can't try something and
season,
then
yeah.
decide that you fucking bailing out. You know.
He tried baseball. He got hit. He hated
And it's
it
one
right
thing
away.
at a time for me. I'm not doing fucking multiple sports in one fucking season. No chance. I'm not doing it. Like I'm drawing the line there, and I'm saying I value my own mental health and my own personal well-being, and I can't do it.
Maybe stick to the indoor sports. Game it a little bit, you know?
It'll be
but
beautiful soon.
you know what though? I'll be honest with you, the soccer experience has been pretty cool.
Well,
Like-
you feel like you have to, right? Like he has to play soccer because, you know.
Dominican?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you fucking Dominicans,
Like he didn't have a choice.
Dominicans don't play soccer. They
Whatever.
play baseball.
That's true. They do
They
play
play
baseball.
baseball.
You're
Well,
right.
whatever.
And I
The
would
world plays
a
soccer,
million
Jesse.
times rather than play soccer than baseball. Soccer, I
Yeah,
find
you would
soccer I find
definitely-
relatively interesting. Baseball, I think, is fucking
You'd have a
like
knife to
watching
your
paint
head.
dry.
Oh,
Watch
play-
Jack goes to college for baseball. He's like absolutely.
I mean,
sick
wait,
at it.
but my thing with this is that like if they gravitate to any of these things, I'm gonna be a fan. Like if they decide that
You
they
have
love
to.
baseball, I'm gonna fucking learn to love baseball enough
My
to
dad
share
was the
that with them.
biggest cheerleading dad there ever was.
That's
Biggest one.
As long as they don't gravitate
Fucking love
towards,
it.
you know, blueberry donuts and boners, you're all right. You know?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
picking up the blueberry donuts with their bonus.
What?
Wait till they learn that word.
That'd be weird.
They know that word.
yeah, boys learn the
You think
boner
so?
word pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's probably the first word you
Oh
learn.
Yeah.
god. I think I was probably like 13 when I learned that word.
Yeah, well,
I
I
was
mean,
like, I
for
don't
us,
know
the
what
moment
that
it
is.
fucking stands up, you start touching, and your mother's like, "Stop playing with your boner! Take your hands out of your pants."
Oh, such a
Boner
weird thing.
Patrol.
Such a weird thing.
It is fucking
Puberty sneaking
natural.
around.
The fucking
So weird.
genius pill just kicked in.
It's weird.
Whoa.
Got my son's spring concert tonight. Can't wait for that.
Oh, I got that next
Wow,
week.
this is like
What does he play?
parent.
He doesn't play anything. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ. Well, you don't want a child? You could come and watch him.
He doesn't want to hear.
I love chorus, man. That's another one that gets a little gets me a little choked up.
I could see that.
I don't know why.
Oh,
I could see that.
Why? I don't know what it is.
It's very melodic.
that's beautiful.
I don't know what it is. All right, let's get off the kid thing. What do you want to talk about?
No, I mean,
What
let's
are you
go.
doing?
Let's go.
What
to,
do you do? What do you do on a Saturday when there's anything you want to do?
Probably just go
Like, do you go for rides?
Sure.
Yeah,
Walks.
that's what my parents do.
By yourself?
No,
all
I'm
the time.
saying, with your wife. Do you go for rides?
Yeah.
Like
Alone
what, out
together. Yeah. Dunkin'
Like, but
Donuts.
define a ride. Like,
Multiple times to Starbucks in a day. The Kava place for a few hours. Cold plunge. Cryology. I'll hit the fucking redefine 1 to 2 to 3 times a day. You know, I just like to be out there in the streets. Talking. Mixing it up.
those are like all like the wellness versions of like being at the bar.
Yeah. Collecting rewards points
Kinda
everywhere I go.
smart.
You know?
Oh, yeah, putting in your
rewards
phone
points.
number everywhere you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Punch cards.
It's
Most attractive.
very similar. I sit down, you know, in the morning with my coffee and just plan out my day, just like you. You know?
I fantasize about that, but it never really works for me.
What do you
'Cause
got
I'll-
going on, Meg?
You do any drugs? What are you doing?
Yeah, climbing
No,
the green giant. What is that?
Climbing the green giant?
What is that called? The green monster?
What it?
What the fuck is he talking
Taking
about?
some edibles, jumping on Fenway Field.
the Fenway Park thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you gone yet?
What is it? The Green Dragon?
No,
yeah, I've
Green
been to
Monster.
Fenway
You
a
were
few
right.
times.
Green dragon.
You've gone a few times to a baseball game. Green
Yeah, we're
Dra-
going
Green
in
Dragon's
like
something
2-3
else.
weeks.
That's cool.
Oh, whoops.
I went
Yeah,
there when I
it's
was
cool
11.
there.
Oh, this is cool.
Sorry.
You should come back. Let's go to a game.
What happened?
You guys just keep
I was
talking.
by- I was
You guys just keep
talking
talking at the
over.
same exact time.
Sorry.
Talking over who?
Those two.
Me.
They were just talking at the same time. They would stop.
3 times in a
To each
row.
other.
And they would stop. And they would start.
Oh, sorry.
It's good podcasting. Good radio.
Oh. Headphones.
No, you should come back, Kurt. It's good. It's really fun. A
I'd
lot
love
of
to go
cool,
there.
cool spots, cool breweries around.
I'd like to go there. It's been a long
Pre-game.
time.
Once the fucking weather changes, people just start like, you know, getting
Oh,
out
God.
there, mixing it up,
It's weird.
drinking in gardens and like rooftops and
Being
parking
out-
lots.
Being outside.
You know, getting
Love
the
it.
sun
Oh
on
my
you.
God. Yeah.
You think like people are different kinds of people, like season, like if you live in a place where the seasons don't change, like, like
Yeah.
substantially affects your personality.
Well, I'll tell you, parties are that way because I had a party on Sunday and it was awful because it was freezing. Spent $500 on a tent for people to sit and eat their food in, and nobody sat and ate their friggin' food in there.
Interesting.
So everybody was inside. Nobody's really in a static mood. But if it was like a Cinco de Mayo with like the sun shining, the margaritas would have probably opened up.
You had a Cinco de Mayo party.
No, I had a communion party, but we had some, tequila and stuff in case it was a nice day because it was on Cinco de
You were
Mayo.
trying to fucking
trying to
make it
blend
a
them.
Cinco de Mayo
Trying to
party.
blend
them a
the
little
party.
bit.
You were like, fuck this God thing. Let's celebrate
No, don't say fuck
Not-
this God thing.
not Mexican independence.
We tried to have.
You know what Cinco de Mayo's for?
Not really. It's not my culture. It is their independence, though, isn't it?
No,
What is it?
I don't know.
It's not the Day of the Dead.
Two.
No.
They're not celebrating. the dead.
Mexico's victory over the French Empire.
Oh,
Puebla.
fuck the French, right?
Fuck the French. Nobody likes them.
Fucking
French.
Mexican victory.
Take your fucking
yeah.
French.
croissants and shit.
Oh,
Those are fatty, too.
Anybody
And you-
watching anything new on Netflix? Fucking.
I watched the first episode of Reindeer, Baby Reindeer.
Yeah,
It's pretty weird.
very,
Pretty
Reindeer.
weird.
very weird. Did you watch Marley and Me?
I love that it's 32 minutes. No. Nobody's watching Molly and Me.
Everybody did watch Molly maybe 20 years ago.
I don't know why.
It was good.
Yeah, I didn't know
Sad.
the dog was going to die.
Sad.
I didn't watch anything new. I don't really have any time this week. I don't
That's
think.
amazing. Oh, yeah, the wedding, right?
Yeah.
How'd that
So
go?
what? So, but why'd you ask that? You watching something new? You want to talk about?
No.
Just
I'm
trying to
watching that show Vikings right now, but I'm not sure if I don't know.
That's an old one.
Yeah, it's an old one. An old one.
I think I saw a couple of those.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Interesting time period. You know what I mean? Like fucking, these guys just like traveled in boats and like fucking like hammered people over the head, raped them, fucking like just like go crazy. Like they would like get into a boat and like go find like it was England that they were hitting, and they would just fucking ravage and pillage these people. Insane.
It's great.
Well, like imagine that in the modern world. Like imagine just like being in your house or like in the front yard, you're playing catch with your son,
It sounds
and
terrible.
then like a bunch of like giant people come through and just fucking kill you, rape your wife, fucking
Nope, never imagined that before.
take your house, like that. Like that's what was going on.
Happy to live here now.
Yeah,
You know.
interesting how like society has changed.
Yeah. Something. That's always going to happen. Vikings. What a different time. Just like going out into the world not knowing what's going on or what to expect.
Yeah, like they showed this thing to where like they like an early version of like a compass, like to kind of give him an idea of where, and they just kind of deduced that. Like this guy just figured out the concept that if he like floated this disc and then used this thing for the sun to dial in,
Wow.
the sun would let him
Are you
know.
saying the Vikings made up the compass?
I don't know if they made up the compass, but this was it wasn't a compass. It was like he had a sundial like on a like shooting into a thing of water and everything. Like it was a makeshift thing.
How the
But
hell?
he figured out that
did
like
they do
he
that?
could based on the angle of the sun and the shadow that it would cast, the which direction, because they had to go west. They had never been west before.
The
So
weaker in the
so
west.
having the fucking guarantee that the boat is staying west, he had this thing. But like to think about that's
weird.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you're in the ocean
Yeah.
and you don't know what you know what I mean. You just you have a hunch that there's land west, And you get in this motherfucker, and you're like, all right, we're gonna bring all of our fucking axes, and we're ready. We're ready to fucking kill people when we get there to take their shit. Wow, insane.
Like, you think that those people like had their shit together, or they were just like that day's version of the guy with the fucking scissors shaving himself?
They were probably maniacs.
No. I think it was like I think they were like their land and like however their country was like set up. I think they were like resource poor and like they didn't have a good situation. So it's like you got desperate cultures looking to expand and find more farmland and find better ways.
Did they ever settle though? Did the Vikings ever take a land over and settle?
The interesting thing, and I watched a show about this before. So like, it's like the people like England was divided up into like multiple kingdoms. But they were all
Capulets and Montagues. We know that.
No. but they were Christian, descended from the Roman Empire. Capulets and Montagues. I thought he was serious for a second.
Why would you think that I was serious?
I don't know. But the Vikings were pagans. Like they worshipped like many different gods. So the real reason that they fucking killed each other and like went at it was because each side thought the other side was like a heathen, like these people are savage. They're less than, because like the English people worship one god, and they're like, "What are you talking about? One god? We got a whole shitload of them. They all have a fucking story," and then vice versa. Interesting. That's like the through line that gives people the reason to kill each other.
Always comes down to God.
Always God.
Cool show though, check it out.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Vikings.
It's got like it's got your standard issue like handsome fucking hunky guy.
Of course,
abs.
Definitely
Chicks
abs,
love him.
like
Chicks
crazy.
love him.
Long hair.
Yeah.
Huge biceps.
Blue eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking real Viking.
Fighting hot.
And like in the show, like all the like he's banging like every chick. Like
what are Viking girls called? Are they Vikings?
They have I think so.
Yeah.
Viking S's.
Everybody's a Viking.
Vikingness.
But that's like a real like you
sounds like a disease.
You gotta have that type, like the Viking, girl. Like you gotta like that.
Like smelly.
No, like blonde and like fucking, with a hat with
I
horns
picture
on
them
it.
with like Boston accents too.
Yeah,
Vikings, like,
Boston Viking girls.
Get on my face.
What?
That's not what I was thinking.
I don't know. I don't think
Wait,
they
so
talk
you're
nice.
saying like a hot Viking or like a?
No, I'm saying like a hot Viking woman is a pretty popular fetish aesthetic across a fucking long time.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, they want to sit
blonde definitely, but not like that. You just did. Not like fucking pirate.
From Boston? What are you talking about?
kind of like pirates in a way.
No.
Yeah, they got a little pirate in them.
I don't think Viking and pirates. I guess categorically,
Definitely.
they ride on ships and they come fuck shit up.
Yeah.
But I think that might be it.
Pirates probably drink more.
Like
No.
bone
No,
necklaces.
Vikings drink more.
Like
Yeah.
necklaces made of bones.
Bone necklaces, Vikings.
And
Oh,
like
that's it.
fur halter tops.
Fur
Yes.
halter tops.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
now
yeah,
you're getting
yeah.
into
But
it.
maybe like some steel like caps on the
Yes.
Yes. Now we're getting to it.
Okay.
No shoes. Also, feet are out all the time.
Definitely.
They don't need shoes. They might have to swim.
Calluses.
Helga.
Oof.
All right.
That was a stripper at the gaslight. Helga.
Ooh.
Inspired by the Vikings.
Vikings.
You don't like? I like history. You don't think history is interesting?
Yeah, I mean some parts.
I
I never got into Vikings or anything like that.
I don't mean the show. I'm just talking about like the history of like how fucking a lot of shit has taken place.
Yeah, I guess so. There's a ton of shows. There's a ton of things.
I think
No,
it's-
but we're
I
talking
don't-
about history, not
Yeah, I'm
shows.
not talking about the fucking
Yeah, but the shows are telling you about the history. That's how he's learning.
So
He's
the
not reading
books.
a book.
Or you just know. Like, what about like learning in school?
I always dug
Yeah,
it.
that was
That's
a long time
To be
ago.
honest with you, I think that was the only subject that was ever really interesting to me in school. Everything else was a fucking like, I just got to prove I can get a fucking grade in this test. So they let me keep going.
And then there's always something that counteracts that comes out later. So you don't know if that was true, what you learned earlier, and now you got to really do some research and see
Yeah.
what really happened.
I listened to that Rogan episode. He keeps coming back to the fucking nobody's ever been to the moon thing.
Oh yeah, I listened to that guy Hugh. He was
That
like-
was interesting.
yeah. It was that guy was annoying though because he had his belief and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, and
But
it
that's
kept
what
on
gets
being
off the-
like, not what this one guy said, and it's like you wrote a whole book on
Running
something
the
that two
numbers on it,
guys said.
it's like, how is it possible? Like, all right, with fucking all the technology that is
I don't think it was
developed,
possible.
Like, how the fuck you
Back then?
I don't think it was possible.
No way.
At all.
Well, they talk about like Elon was talking about like how much gas
Yep.
you would need.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it
it's
had
not
to be
even-
like
and it wasn't
4
even
times
close.
the weight of the rocket itself just to get there.
And how have we never like done it again?
Yeah, we're gonna do it again soon, but I think
We've
he's
only
going
done
back.
it once.
He's
Yeah.
going back
Yeah.
there.
Well, wasn't he saying also you couldn't get
Well, I
past
mean,
that?
we may have never done it ever.
Not the atmosphere. It was the
Like you would need to stop for gas halfway
But what were they
at
saying?
the intergalactic 7-Eleven.
You would burn right through. Like they didn't find a way to get through the one section of space that you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to do.
Well, and then like the taking off from the moon.
Right there.
They like had the clip up of the thing taking off. Look at how fucking fake that looks.
Yes.
Like the thing just like takes off. You
And
know?
now they're making a movie.
Yeah.
Hollywood made a movie.
I feel like they've made a million
how they
movies
faked
about
it?
going to the moon.
No, how they staged
The
it.
Apollos.
Wag the dog.
I never saw Wag the Dog.
That's a great
Is that
movie.
what that's about?
That's a great movie.
It's basically how
Similar.
they do that with like wars and stuff.
I was too young for
Which
Wag the
totally
Dog.
makes I have always believed like I'm not like conspiracy theory person like to where like I'm definitely convinced that any one thing is either real or not real.
Yeah.
But I do wholeheartedly believe at any given point in time. Like if they came out tomorrow and were like, we never actually went to the moon.
Yeah,
Like the
you'd
moon,
believe it.
it's a studio in Burbank, California. Like I would not be like, oh my God, this is such a fucking shock. Like I'd be like, yeah.
It's really weird that they're coming out with a movie now that's like half comedy, half drama about staging the moon landing. I think that's very odd.
Well, but if anything is obvious in this time period of the world, I think, my personal opinion, is that like truth is such a subjective concept. It's like what you fucking bro, every piece of information that's coming at you, unless you are touching it and feeling it, and then to take it even further, like if you want to like analyze physics, you have to be like a fucking physicist. So how you gonna know? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the point I'm trying to make is that like all information that's coming at you has a spin, has an agenda. Somebody's in charge of packing that up and giving it to you.
But you don't
So
see
you got to
that-
be super careful with what you decide is like immutable truth.
But you don't see
Very
that as
little.
a problem?
I mean,
If they come out and say, listen, we lied about the landing on the moon, you don't see that as a problem?
but I think it's always been like throughout history. Like I think like governments or like the people in charge have always controlled the amount of information that regular people get. It's just we've never had this many toys like the
That's
way
a-
we have now.
that's
We
a
never had
big
these.
lie, though.
It's a for,
That's a big lie. I mean, they're never going to come out and say we shot JFK, right? Because that's a heavy death. But if they came out and said that the moon landing was fake, you're going to tell me that it could be ready. You're going to tell me that that's not a huge lie?
yeah, totally.
Like, I don't think you're going to take it
I'm
lightly.
not saying that. I'm not saying I believe it. Definitely, I don't know. I mean, maybe we did, maybe we
It's
didn't.
not a chance.
You don't think so?
Not a chance.
It just seems as though like so much time has gone by that there would have been a little bit of action. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like something, like we,
Anything.
yeah. Like by now, there should be at least like one TV show that broadcast
Anything.
from the moon.
Anything.
You might want to check that. I don't really know.
Oh, you didn't touch it?
I did,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. I mean, all that being said, being alive is real fucking cool. You know?
Pretty crazy.
I don't ever want to not be alive.
Yeah, me neither. Just every day something new. You know?
Yeah. I think this is probably the most electrifying time in the history of fucking humankind. I think there's not like we're in like we won the lottery. You know, I think that like there's nothing like what's happening right now. It's next level, man.
You just gotta really focus on the good. Don't spend any time worrying about all the bad shit. You know, there's so much cool shit happening at all times.
Yeah.
You got limited
I agree.
control over what you can, so it's like you kind of got to lean in to the shit that you like.
I mean, you still have life issues.
What do you mean?
You still have things that you need to do as a human adult.
Yeah, but one
Like
way-
what?
And how does the
like
moon
what?
landing impact that?
Oh, that's not what we're talking about, are we?
I don't know. Maybe.
He's saying life in general is cool to be. It's cool to be here, which it is, and I agree. But you still have stresses that you got to deal with.
Yeah, but most of those you're creating yourself.
Yeah.
What, by living comfortably?
But what's that mean? You know?
Just being warm when it's cold?
No,
Sure.
that's different. Being warm and then like you know.
Because I have a TV?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Not allowed a TV? I thought everybody had a TV.
As opposed to like a wood cabin? Like a
Yeah,
log cabin in the woods?
Yeah, but if you really think about it, like you're creating a lot of your own stress,
I guess so.
right?
I mean, Yeah.
Just get a log cabin.
Well, don't.
Yeah, or we're not.
Just go to the
If
moon.
you don't want one.
Just
I'd
move.
live in a log cabin.
Or just like walk somewhere where it's warm, you know?
I'd love to be simple.
I don't think I'd like it.
No, you would not.
I'd like to
Not
try
my
it for a little,
question.
a little amount of time. It'd be nice to like live in a log cabin for a month. You know?
What would you do?
I don't know.
Cut wood?
Maybe.
Hunt
Just
squirrel?
walk. And
Like
just
if I didn't
breathe.
have to, like if it was like, all right,
I'd love to do that.
if it was you get to get 30 days to do that, and then you can come back to your life and everything is the same. I could potentially cut wood and just fucking be with
Well,
the
that's the
fucking
problem. When you come back, everything's not going to be the same.
yeah. If you go choose to cut wood in a log cabin for a month,
What do you mean?
And just dip out,
Things that are here have to move on.
Yeah, but you could plan. Like, you couldn't take...
Sure, you take care of the month ahead,
Yeah.
is what you're saying?
Yeah. Just be like, listen,
Yeah.
in a couple of months, for a month, I'm going to cut wood. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love it.
Just set it out there. See what Jen says.
It's not going to be a yes.
You have to start with maybe like a day. Like, I'd like to go somewhere by myself and put axes through wood.
I'm happy to go to Saratoga for a weekend. That's happy enough.
Yeah, but like difference between like being in a place and like you're off the grid. You know what I mean? Like you're living that life.
Just breathing.
Yeah.
It's great.
When I lived in the Dominican Republic, and that was way before all the fucking this shit, like the technology and everything, so not the same. But like her family lives like kind of like in the middle of like this plantain, gigantic fucking like area of the country where they grow plantains, and like they do siesta over there, like around 12 o'clock. Like everybody comes home and eats lunch and then goes back to work, and like middle of the day, right after everybody eats lunch, you can like hear like the sound of like what nature sounds like. It's like super quiet. There's no buzzing. It's like you hear like the breeze blowing through like the plants and shit. It's pretty amazing feeling.
How long is a lunch? How long?
Oh, they stretch them. Like
They
people,
nap? They take
people
a
will come
nappy?
home like 10 to like noon, and like they'll go back at 2:30, 3 o'clock.
10 to noon to
Oh, wow.
2:30.
No, 12. Like noon to like anywhere between noon and 2:30.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that.
I don't know if I'd get much done when I went back at 2:30.
I think you. Well, it depends on like what you were doing.
Yeah.
But the thing about down there, I was actually talking on the other podcast about this, is it's so fucking hot that you can't like the productivity that we expect of ourselves living here is nothing. Like like even like when you go down to Florida, you can tell how much slower people move and how like service isn't the same and like you know what I mean, because it's hot and people just naturally don't move like that.
Right. I get that. I'd rather move up in the woods than down south.
Tropical.
I mean, I love tropical, don't get me wrong, but if I had to work where I lived, I'd rather be like cabin, woods, big house, big yard.
I don't really
Acre,
know. I
2
don't really know.
acres.
The South's kind of cool though. It's a different mentality.
If you work like from home and you got a good gig to where you
Yeah.
can make money on a computer in a house that's air conditioned and you got
like
a pool.
by the beach.
Yeah.
The South, the beach of the South, love it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
When it's clear.
North Carolina, South Carolina, beautiful.
Going to Carolina in my mind.
I do like those beaches.
Fucking states, man.
Roads.
They just have like
How many states do you think you've been to?
a pretty good amount.
Oof. Yeah, I've been to most.
Montana, that's one I've never been to. Want to go.
Montana's
Like that
fabulous.
part.
Montana.
Not like the Northwest. I've been there,
No,
but
like
like
the Dakotas.
just the next over,
Yeah.
like Idaho, Montana. Yeah, Dakotas. Yeah,
It's like 100,000 people in the Dakotas,
what's that?
right?
What's that section called?
fucking
Like-
north.
Midwest.
No,
Midwest. No, Midwest is like Chicago, Illinois.
yeah,
More left, more west.
Mountain
zone.
not all the way west, but a little bit more. Mid.
Colorado,
Right.
Montana.
That's
3/4
Dakotas.
west.
mountain time.
That's the hot spot right now. I think.
It's
too.
Northwest.
huge. The United States
Northwest.
is huge.
No. Is that it? The Northwest? What the fuck am I saying?
Do we
I
need
think
a map?
that's
Yeah,
like
well-
Washington, Oregon.
Yeah, once we hit the Dakotas, then it's Midwest.
Yeah.
But
Mm, okay.
Montana and Wyoming, Northwest.
Oh, Wyoming! I forgot all about
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
A lot of West. Why is like the whole country West?
What about Idaho?
That's what.
Nobody
that's,
remembers
That's
Idaho.
like mid. That's
That's
like
Northwest.
flat lands.
No.
That's the one that looks like this.
No, that's right next to
It's right next to
Washington and Oregon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Northwest Idaho.
Know your map.
I remember when I drove to Los Angeles and I drove through.
Drove
I drove through when I
You
drove
drove
through
through?
Tennessee. Tennessee was 14 hours of like just sky. Like it was completely flat, no like topography
It's
whatsoever.
kind of like Nebraska.
and it's
Nebraska's
just
like that.
flat. And it was 14 hours of just looking at the fucking sky. It was very, very like sticks out in the mind of very different from like where we're at.
Yeah.
Nebraska's real flat. It smells
I want
like
to hit
cow.
Utah.
Yeah.
Utah's weird.
I've been to Utah.
I went to a
Zion.
bar in Utah. It had a rug.
What?
The bar had a rug, and
That's-
you needed to be a part of the club. You had to pay a $3 fee to be a part of the bar to go into it and drink.
Really?
Yeah, and it had a rug, like a comfy rug.
But that's like a state. That's probably like a state law because they have all kinds
Yeah,
of laws
you have,
out there.
Yep, you got to be a part. You have to be a part of. We could have went to a certain amount of bars because of that $3 fee that we paid. It was really, really weird.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, people do weird things. The Vikings used to
All their
fucking
exits
rape
are just numbers of how many miles it is away from the
people.
church.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Well, like when you get to like you go to like Colorado, and you fucking like those mountains.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
bro! You feel like you're in another world.
It's nuts.
Beautiful country.
It's crazy. It is, and everybody should see it.
I should see more of it. I've been to a lot of places, but not a lot of places like that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of places like really fucked up though. You know, like I want to like
Same.
go places.
Same.
You know, and just feel them.
Or like just purely for business, like inside the city, in and out.
Yeah. You know, it's like, how can I get to this meeting? And then how can I get fucked up as quickly as possible?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then how can I, fall asleep? And how quickly can I get to the airport and
You
try to
gotta
buy
go on
2
a-
plane seats so nobody sits next to me?
Go on a cross country trek, man. Make a goal. Go on a trek. Get in your car.
I do like driving. Like,
Yeah.
I like driving to Florida all the time. Love it. It's
Get in your
amazing.
car. Take some roads that you never took before. Stop in
That's
cities.
like a certain type of vacation. You got to plan that out.
Yeah, it's got to be longer than a week too. You can't just.
Yeah.
There's parts of like
Megan's frozen.
the Northwest and
Look
like
at that. Look how she's frozen. That's so weird.
Oh, God.
it's like you turn a corner and then all of a sudden there's just like a fucking volcano next to you. You
There's no
know?
volcanoes here. There's no volcanoes here.
Imagine that happened.
I
Imagine
think those sulfur baths are really good for you. I question those. Did you go into one of those yet?
No.
You've never done it?
A sulfur bath?
Like, yeah, with the sulfur and the mud, like
No.
you're in a volcano
I've never
thing.
Look at his hand. Is it
It's
Like
like,
sulfur?
you didn't,
yeah,
do,
with the fucking sulfur and the mud.
you didn't do that on an island somewhere?
No.
It's really weird. People just put it all over their face. They bathe in it. I
They do that in Iceland.
don't think they should be trusting that. Like, one guy said that it's like really good for you, and everybody just follows the lead and burns themselves. Like,
I would
it's so
give it.
stupid.
Why not?
Because it's dumb.
I mean, but it's not like anything else. You know, it's worth a shot. You know,
Mm.
there's a whole bunch of people sitting in the sulfur bath smiling. You
Till
know,
that little pot explodes.
well, I guess if it's your
How'd your
time to
parents
burn
die?
it. Imagine fucking going in a
Volcano.
volcano.
No.
How many people do you think like die from volcanoes a year? Not a lot, right?
Well, they had that big ass, that
Globally.
big one in Hawaii that like ruined the whole fucking island. That one time,
Vesuvius?
recently. I remember when I went to Hawaii, I was blown away by the volcanoes.
Oh, like you could see him smoking and shit?
Well, there's like one of them. You go on like a boat tour, and the volcano is just like dumping into the ocean,
What?
steam flying up everywhere, and you're like, it's right there.
So it's just active all the time.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, it's not
that-
active like it's not
It's not
aggressive.
erupting. It's not like
It's just flowing.
It's not aggressive. It's
Yeah.
not angry yet.
And you could be like right there, and boom, it's just like fucking lava.
Is it true if you touch lava, you die of a heart attack right away? Did you ever hear that when you were a kid? Like it's so hot that you like die
can
of a
see
heart
that.
attack
Yeah.
right away.
I could see that.
Is it real?
I don't know.
Huh.
I never touched it, and I'm still here.
Wait, but here's a question about volcanoes. So, like, the Earth's core is like a volcano, right? Like, the Earth's core is like magma.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
like, if you're in Hawaii and you're like, let's say you're floating on top of the volcano and you're looking in, like, are you closer to the Earth's core at that spot?
I don't know.
I don't know. Can
I
you
don't
dig
think
to China?
Yeah, that kind of a thing. That kind of a thing. Like in the portal, are you like?
There's got to be a portal somewhere,
right?
I think there's multiple portals.
Because like, what's the Earth's core?
It's just like fire,
Yeah, like what?
magma.
Rock.
I think there's a lot of volcanoes under the ocean too, under the floor.
Sure.
Well, that's where the fucking core's at.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Something's gonna explode soon. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts.
What's it all
Have
about?
you ever felt an earthquake? Did we
Yeah,
talk about
here.
this
Yeah,
last
a
time?
couple weeks ago.
I never felt one before.
Oh, you weren't here.
It's got to be weird.
I think there was a little one when I was out in LA too.
I think it felt kind of cool.
Oh, rumble.
It feels cool to like lose
And it
control.
lasted a little bit, right?
It was
like
enough to let you know you're alive, not enough to really scare you.
Not enough to scare you at all.
Enough to give you a little like, holy shit, something actually just happened. Like that wasn't a little thing.
I think the problem with earthquakes is more like man-made things faulting,
Right.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
versus like you could just ride it out if you're outside. You just fucking, surf.
Well,
it
not
a
if
little
like
bit.
fucking like
Mhm.
fucking plates open up.
Yeah,
Like,
but
buildings are falling
yeah,
down.
but that's not happening.
You don't think that's you
No,
don't
but
think
still, that's
happening.
what it is, though. It's like you're not falling into the crack in the fucking earth.
Oh my god!
It's just moving, and the buildings are falling, and fucking.
But something's got to be opening up
head or
underneath
whatever.
for that to happen.
yeah, somebody's standing somewhere near it.
No, but like, look it up.
And it's
There's-
definitely controlled by the moon.
What?
Well, we had that. When,
There's like a little base on the moon.
no,
like
I
to where
think,
they're
I think
pressing
it's the
buttons?
whole gravity pull and all that shit. It happened right
I
around
think
the,
that's
the
right.
eclipse.
I think it is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
New moons, full moons. What kind of moons?
I always presume full moons are the big problem. I feel like they would have more of a gravitational pull.
Yeah.
I mean, it controls the oceans,
Mm.
Yeah.
controls our plates.
What's happening?
What happens if we blow up the moon? What happens?
Sea level.
Do we lose something?
Probably.
Yeah.
What?
We just spin off.
Yeah, we have no gravity.
Oh,
Actually,
just-
that's not
we just
true.
Fall.
Or just water just
No, it just falls into nothing.
just falls into nothing?
Yeah.
I
Well,
always
no,
said
because the moon is in our gravitational pull.
the moon is in
And
our
then,
We're
like,
in the sun's gravitational pull.
Okay.
And then because we're falling down, like our heads just get fucking sucked out. Like we just start to go this way.
I always imagined
Brains
when
pop.
I was a kid and we learned about, the earth spinning on its axis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always imagined like, what if one day it just sped up real quick? You know what I mean? Like just for like a second, like everybody maybe that's what an earthquake is. I don't know, but I always just thought about like, what if the speed changes for
Maybe
a day?
that's like what dimensions are all about.
You're
you know?
telling me the speed has never changed and all this time everybody has been walking on this earth?
Yeah, like you never skipped a beat.
I think it slowly changes over time.
Ah.
Bizarre.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. Scary.
It's amazing.
It is.
Bizarre.
All of the
Gravity.
things that are happening right now that are just like allowing this to happen. Like this. What is this? You know?
How does it work?
Yeah, like how do we know each other?
Yo,
That's what I
Exactly.
think about.
And like, what's next? Like, who are you gonna meet next? Like, you could do anything. Oh, something I fucking learned today, right? I've been learning a lot about like the juices in your brain,
Whoa.
What kind
like
of
the
juices we
like
got?
the like the serotonin and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Yeah.
learning a lot
The
about that.
amygdala?
And 20. So a kiss for both people to feel the like whatever the, I think it's serotonin that
Yeah.
one. 6 seconds
20-second hugs.
and 20-second hugs.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
That's a long hug.
No. I've been doing that with my kids. I'm like, all right, guys, 20-second hug.
I'm thinking about making like an
That's
Instagram
cute.
account. That's
What does that mean? If you hug
They
for
say
20 minutes?
science, like if you hug for 20 minutes, like,
20 minutes.
Oh, 20
20
seconds.
seconds,
Sorry.
your brain secretes the fucking thing,
The
pleasure
juices.
principle or whatever, like makes you feel like you
Both people.
mean something.
Like it could happen faster for you, but for both people that are involved in the hug, 20 seconds.
What happens if you don't have any feeling, though? Does it ever happen? No, I'm
Like,
serious.
what happens if you're a fucking cold-hearted psychopath?
No.
Like-
What happens if somebody hugs you that you don't want to be hugged by? Will it ever give you that feeling?
Well, I
I
guess
think
it's
so.
probably presupposing that the person
Because
you're
it'll
hugging,
calm you
want a
down?
hug.
Like, what do you mean? Like
And
if
wants to
Hitler
hug
hugged
you.
you?
No.
Like, would you feel the same effects if you were hugging Hitler?
Probably presupposes
I
it's
don't know
a
if we have to go to
consensual
Hitler.
hug.
I'm just saying, like, somebody you hung out that night and they give you a 20-second hug.
No, like somebody evil, right? Like you hug Osama bin Laden for 20 seconds,
Right.
right?
Yeah, but what if you
Will it
gave
turn
him
into-
a little bit of goodness, and then from the goodness that you gave him,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
you
might.
generated goodness for you?
That's exactly what I'm
Like,
saying.
what if you melted his icy heart just a little bit?
Right.
20 seconds, it's real.
I think my new thing is going to be I'm
Giving
going to
hugs?
just for 20 seconds, but like not telling anybody.
I don't see you as a real huggy guy, though.
No, he's definitely not.
Well, yeah, but I could be.
I'll hug you right now.
No, I don't want to.
No, I don't
I'll
want it.
fucking hug you for 20 seconds.
Why don't you
wanna
just do
hug
the
guys.
6
Wanna
second
get weird?
kiss instead?
No, that I wouldn't do. I'll hug him for 20 seconds.
You
and
can
no,
get it over in a
no
lot quicker.
smooching.
Yeah. Just go up, start kissing people for 6
Hugging
seconds.
is not gay. Smooching is.
Clip that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Just two friends kissing.
Hugs do help.
Help what?
Help anybody
feel
who
better.
needs one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah, I other than my kids, like, and my wife, like, who gives you fucking hugs?
I do sometimes.
Who are you hugging?
I give him a hug
I
sometimes.
hug
when he needs
friends.
it.
Yeah.
No, but like who? Like
Yeah.
on a regular basis?
Nobody.
Yeah. Because
Your-
the thing
your
is,
wife
it's
and
like
your kids, that's it.
It's never just a straight hug either. It's always like starts with a handshake or like a high five, then a hug. Think about that.
Unless
might
it's-
change that.
Unless it's your kids or your wife.
I might change that. Well, I was at this wedding this weekend and I was doing a lot of hugging and kissing.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and sometimes in like a family setting, I'll skip the handshake and just go right in.
Right,
for the
right.
hug.
I even think
never
on-
for 20 seconds.
I even think on the
20
friend
seconds
level,
long.
like there's a list of people who like it's hugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. But it's like a fake one. Though.
No, I don't think so.
It's like that type of hug.
No, I give real hugs.
No, I think I have a list of people with those hugs too. But there's definitely a list of people that like you see and you genuinely are happy to see, and you do a hug, and it's a hug, and that's a really nice thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's
Meg,
a nice
what's
thing.
what's your take on all this?
I think hugs are funny. Something that I think is funny about hugs is what arm position do you do? Do you do one
Megan's an
over,
awkward
one
hugger.
under?
Megan's an awkward
I'm a
hugger.
short gal. Do I go underneath only?
Yeah, I think you have to.
No, it depends on who you're hugging.
Well,
Yeah,
I know what you're saying though, because I'm like tall.
No, but I
Sometimes I'm hugging people around the neck, you know?
Right. Right.
Well, that's like I come to give you guys a hug. I'm not gonna be like, bring it in and go
no,
double under.
But I think I'm talking more like same-sex hugs. Like I'm not talking about like
Yeah.
it's
100%.
It's
Yeah, I'm
same-sex
going-
hugs.
Like
Yeah.
women hugs that you like kind of know and like you're a little
That's
bit of friends.
another awkward
You
thing,
gotta
like
do
kiss
like
on
the
the cheek
side,
and a
one
fucking-
arm.
yeah.
the side like ass out
Yeah.
hug. You know,
Yeah.
you got to do that one.
I hate the kiss on the cheek. I don't want to kiss. No one. No.
I mean, I like
I'm
seeing two
okay.
girls kiss. Personally,
There are certain people that
friends, not friends, I don't care.
the kiss on the cheek, I feel like you have to know how to read the room. Like if you know that certain people grew up that way, and that's kind of the.
How do you know if they grew up that way?
I just think people. I guess it's older.
I wouldn't know if Meg grew up that way.
No, it's older people. It's older people.
I go in hard with the kiss on the cheek in the family settings.
I do the kiss
in the
on the
wedding,
cheek.
in like that wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
I was kissing people left and right.
Yeah.
All
Do I
night
do the
long.
kiss on the? I think I do the kiss on
I
the family. Definitely.
There's definitely scenarios where that happens, but I think I don't worry about it too much.
The best is when you do like your cheeks both touch. No one's lips are touching a cheek.
Oh,
And you just go,
yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like it's just
It's
a
just
cheek
you just
touch.
rubbing each other's
Like,
cheeks.
I don't want you touching my skin.
The cheek touch is kind of like that's like the professional version. That's like the like in certain settings where it's like to be polite, but it's not really people that you have a close relationship with.
Right.
The cheek bang, bang.
Yeah, that's awkward though.
It is awkward.
It is awkward.
It's so weird.
It
It's
is
so
awkward.
weird.
But I
that-
don't like
yeah.
it. Doesn't skeeve me though. Like I'm not like I don't struggle through it.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you're just rubbing your skin up against somebody. It's not like you fucking
Such a
Darling.
saliva.
Well,
Smooches.
At
humans.
least we don't kiss people's hands or do the two kisses. That's stupid.
But that's European though.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is weird. I agree.
I wonder why they started that.
I've got family that lives in France, and when they come over, it's mwah, mwah, and it's
I don't
natural.
understand that though.
No, yeah, I don't like that. That's gay.
Italians kiss on the lips, don't they?
They do. But Italian guys kiss each other.
Yeah, I know.
All the time.
I think that's super weird too.
I don't. It's
Each
weird,
their
like
own,
if
I
two
guess.
people do it to each other. That like, it's not weird when you see it amongst them, and it's with people who do it. That's not weird. It's weird when like someone who doesn't do that is in a situation that has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Actually, now it's coming back to me. I kissed a guy on Friday night.
What?
What?
I kissed a guy like funny,
Like on the cheek.
like one of my cousin's friends, like who I know
Like
for
on
a
the
long
cheek?
time. Yeah,
Oh, all right.
but to be funny.
Right.
But
It's
I
always to be
immediately felt weird. To be honest with you.
In certain scenarios, I kiss my dad on the cheek when I say hello to him. You know what I mean? Like in certain scenarios, like on his birthday. On his birthday, it's a hug and a.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
It's one of those.
Yeah. I don't kiss my dad.
I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know.
I think I did when I was a kid. I would give him a kiss on the cheek, but I don't think I do that anymore.
Hey, come over here and kiss Papa.
Yeah.
Oh,
big
God.
one.
Give Papa a big kiss.
That was weird.
Yeah.
So if he's asking, if somebody's asking for it like that, they're probably not going to get it.
Come over here and plant one on Papa.
Oh my God.
I hate that.
Well, they get a hug. Make sure you get the kiss. You weirdo.
Oh man,
Oh, cultures.
what are we?
I don't know what we are.
Hugs and kisses. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Hugs and kisses.
Probably there's a huge conversation out there online about the awkwardness of salutations.
Sure.
Oh,
Definitely.
definitely. Especially
Salutation
since
is a great word.
Salutations. All right.
All right.
COVID. All right,
Okay.
peace be with you.
See you hosts tomorrow.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Safe trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Not here. Not here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Is it gonna be nice?
Mm.
No.
Kurt, come have dinner with us
Mixed.
on Thursday evening.
Where?
In Long.